Welcome back to Tell Me Something Good podcast. I'm your host, Jelly.
And I'm your host, Jackie.
And here you can expect a little bit of everything and a whole lot of nothing.
Yes, it's just us speaking our mind, and we hope that you enjoy it. We hope you can take something out of it or give us some advice.
Yeah.
Things look a little different. They sound different.
Just a little.
How are you feeling?
I feel excited and I feel like a professional podcaster.
We are effing podcasters. And we are at our new studio. Woo! We're so excited. We kind of talked about it a little bit on the last video, and today was the day. We have 3 cameras looking at us right now.
I know. I don't know
I'm
where to look.
nervous. I'm going to look at you,
Yeah.
and I'm going to look at you. And we're still kind of learning the ropes. So if things don't look perfect, it's okay. We're learning, and things sound a little different.
Yeah. Do you want me to turn it down some? Or
I think it sounds good.
Okay.
I'm not used to hearing myself.
Yeah.
Now I hear what you guys hear when I'm so loud and just loud.
Yeah. So welcome, guys. We're so happy to be here, and we're excited. And I don't know, this is a blessing. We're gonna go through like the whole process of how we got here, because it was pretty fast.
It was super fast, and I just feel blessed, and I feel that we are in alignment with where we need to be, and everything. We're just so happy and excited, and we are celebrating with some wine. Don't tell our producer. Let's call him producer.
Yeah, producer man.
Producer man, because he's out there, but he doesn't know that we have this.
Let's cheers.
Let's cheers to our first episode. Cheers.
To many more.
To many more. That was good.
Oh, yeah, it's actually good.
And it is not 1 p.m. on a Sunday.
We needed a little something to take the edge off.
Yeah.
Because we're really nervous, but I think that comes with anything new, and we're just reminding each other of that. You know, we'll be like, it's okay, like it's not that serious. Let's not get worked up about it, and we'll learn along the way.
And we're learning today. We bought memory cards, and we didn't realize that there's so many different kinds.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're learning, and we're excited, and eventually we're going to be professionals at this.
Oh yeah, it'll be easy peasy.
Yes. So today we don't really have...
Yeah, we don't have a specific topic, but we're kind of going to just see where the wind takes us and talk about whatever. But let's start with our Tell Me Something Good segment.
All right.
Do you have anything good?
I have something good. Well, besides being here, because that is great. I had a really good week. I was busy, and I got 2 homes under contract, which is good for me. Good. So that's something great that happened this week. And for you?
Yeah, for me, I think the highlight of my week, because like we said last week, we did not have a good week. I mean, I don't want to say it wasn't good. It was just busy and very chaotic. But this week, I signed up for the Tony Robbins, what is it called? Tony Robbins seminar.
No, you did not.
Yes, and it's 3 hours for 3 days.
Oh my gosh. We're going to need to hear all about that, because I am so excited for that.
I learned a lot. I feel like sometimes you just have to be reminded that the things you're feeling are normal, and sometimes you need help. Like, how do I fix this? And I learned a lot, and I'm going to rewatch them. And it was different because you kind of have to stand up and cheer and make weird sounds. Like, you have to be active. So I did feel it was kind of like
out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. But, he's been doing it for like 47 years, so I was like, if anybody knows but I recommend it. I don't know if it's too late to do it, but I know he has more coming up. So yeah, I learned a lot, and I'm just ready to apply them to life.
Oh my God, that is exciting. And is this through Zoom, or how does it?
It was on YouTube Live.
Oh my gosh. That sounds, I want to hear, okay.
There was millions.
I could talk about this. We're going to talk about this on the ride home, because I want to hear all about it. That is awesome. I know Tony Robbins, he does where he goes in person. So maybe we could go look.
I want to go to a live one.
We should go to a live one.
But I know they're like 12 hours a day for 4 days.
We got to do it.
We got to do it.
We got to do it. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is amazing. And I want to hear more about it. And maybe people that are watching, they want to do it. So maybe we can talk about it more in the next episode.
Yeah, next time I'll even share it on here whenever it's going to happen. I didn't know till kind of last minute. But next time, maybe y'all would want to do it. And I can, let the podcast know so y'all can join in.
Yes, that's exciting. I love that. I love that.
So let's go back to... How was your birthday?
Okay. My birthday weekend. Okay. It was great. It was actually really, really good. It was so fun. We did the bar crawl, like I mentioned. My cousin has so many friends.
Yeah.
Like 15 friends. And you came. I had a few other people come. And it was so fun. But something happened. For the first time in my life, I fainted.
She fainted in front of everyone.
In front of everyone. And I almost want to apologize for fainting, but
you can't.
It was embarrassing, but I couldn't help it. If I could, I would have not.
Yeah.
And this is what happened. So that day, I hadn't ate. I only ate 2 tacos, which... And the day before I donated blood. So I think all of that somehow was the reason why I fainted. But we had started at 7:30 drinking. And we were taking it kind of not crazy.
We were taking it slow.
Yeah.
But I think I didn't eat either before, which I was fine. But yeah, like you say, you donated blood. And
I risked my life to save 3. When you donate blood, you save 3 lives.
Yeah.
But I risked mine. And we went to one bar, and then we went to throw Axis, which was so fun.
Oh, yeah, that was really fun.
That was so fun. And I didn't drink there. And then we went to my parents' restaurant, and I had a shot there. And then we got to the other bar, which was so packed.
I was going to say, it was the small bar, and it was a lot of people, which I feel like 30 people came with us. In the end, there was already a lot of people. And... yeah, I felt really hot and, kind of like...
It was cold, and then you walked in, and it was so hot in there. And I remember we get there. I wasn't even drunk. I was good.
Yeah.
And someone that I've never met comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, you're Jackie. You're showing my house tomorrow." Because, I had a showing the next day to my client. And I'm just like, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you." And I fainted in front of him. But it was so weird how it happened. I remember looking at Angelica and saying, I have to throw up.
Yeah. You're like, I got to throw up. So I walk her to the bathroom, and the door's locked. Somebody's in there. So I'm like, well, let's go outside. And as we're going out, she just collapses. I
collapsed. And a lot of people thought I fell.
Yeah.
They thought I was just a drunken mess that fell, but that did not happen. I remember turning around when I tried to open the door. It was locked. I turned, and that's when I just felt like I just was out. And I just remember hearing people yelling get her, Jackie.
Yeah.
There was it felt like it was, everybody was there. And
there was this funny because you passed out, and me and Lexi are trying to hold you up, and we're trying to make a scene. But 2 ladies come up, and they're like, "We're nurses, lay her out." And we're like, "She's okay. She just needs air." You was about to get CPR by old lady.
Please, no. Do not give me. What if she was going to give me, I don't know. Mouth to mouth. Please. I'm glad y'all stood by me and did not allow that. And then we walk out. So they said I fainted 2-3 times. That's what Michelle told me. Because I fainted one time, and then when y'all tried to walk me down the stairs, I don't remember until I got outside to the car.
I remember you fainting once. I don't know.
I think
I remember you fainting, and then finally when we got closer outside, you got up.
I heard
unless you were getting up and kept fainting,
that I was heavy. My brother-in-law was like, "Está pesadita." So, yeah, because if I would have fell, I would have got myself back up. But no, I fainted, and I got to the car. Y'all gave me water, and after that, it felt like it was just
you were back to normal.
I was back to normal. I had water. We went to another bar still.
Yeah.
I ate some pizza, some hot fries, and I was good to go. And I don't know, though. That has never happened to me, and
I've gotten close to it. Like at the gym, sometimes I'll be walking and be like,
really?
yeah, like if I go too hard, yes. And then the heat, and I feel like it all plays into it.
Yeah, but I learned my lesson. I'm going to have food before I go out. And I don't know if maybe that's what 27 is.
Yeah, it definitely is.
27 hit different, it knocked me out of my feet.
But it's funny, the whole night you're like, I can't wait until the podcast. I fainted.
Yeah, I can't wait. I couldn't wait to tell you guys because I just couldn't believe that happened to me.
Yeah.
And it was like it was a big deal in the moment, and then it was nothing. I was good to go for the night, but I was embarrassed. I'm not going to lie. The next day, I felt embarrassed for fainting, and I am thinking, how can I'm sorry I fainted. Who do I need to apologize to? And then I showed up to the house that the man was like, you're showing my house. And they were there. And they told me, how are you doing? We didn't think you would make it.
Oh, wow.
And I said, did you see me faint? And he said, yes, we did. So, I felt good to like kind of have that conversation with him, because if not, I would have had kind of anxious thoughts about what they thought really happened that night. So it felt good to clear the air. And I guess.
And it happens. They were out drinking.
They were lit too.
Yeah.
So, but it was fun. And I want to do another one again.
Yeah.
I think we should do that again. And you met so many, we met so many people. It was nice to have some of my friends like hang out with you. Like everyone just got along so well.
I love when that happens.
Yes. But
and I want to meet new people too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's talk about Jelly meeting new people.
What?
I feel like Jelly, like, there's so many potentials, but I tell her that she needs to flirt. But,
I know, I don't know how to flirt.
But then,
but my flirt, this is me flirting.
But that is, you flirt with your eyes.
Yeah, I feel like I flirt with eyes, but I don't think they get it sometimes, like that I'm flirting.
Yeah, but I don't know how to flirt.
I think you're good at flirting.
I don't think so.
Yes. You'll be like, text him and say this. Like, that's flirting. And, you're more like, you make, like, you can make a move.
I think when you flirt, you don't want to make it obvious you're flirting. Yeah. You just have to, like, do little things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so let's say you have a crush on somebody. Just ask them a question.
That's like, flirting?
Yeah.
What kind of question?
It depends. Something
Do you like me?
No, not that kind of question. So let me give you an example. Maybe not. It's too close to home. We'll talk about this on the next episode. But I don't know. Flirting is, I don't know how to, I seriously don't think I know how to flirt. But at the same time, all I do is like laugh.
Yeah, I'm a big laugher.
Yeah, I think when you laugh at what they say, it's almost like.
It's like, you're funny. Like.
Mm-hmm. Hit them on the arm. Like, oh. But I don't know. I have a friend who's really good at flirting, and she just like, no. When I watch her do it, I'm like, okay. And then I have this one friend who, oh my gosh, she gets everything for free because she's so good at. Like, we went on trips, and she met this guy at this the gift store. Mm-hmm. One time, we went back again. He's like, oh, that's on me, and I'm like, you just met her? She's like. It's just me. I don't know how do I do it, but I guess some people are just they're.
Yeah, I wanna do more of that. Like, I think too because I'm like kind of introverted. It's just like I don't even know how to hold conversations sometimes or how to reply to like a conversation. I'm just like, and then I'm like, why did I say that? Like,
you overthink.
Yeah,
it,
we definitely overthink.
I feel like we overthink it, but I think if you do things and say, hey, it's not that serious, just like.
And that's me. I'm like, well, I'm just going to be myself, and whoever wants to make a move.
Whoever wants to make a move needs to make a move because Jelly ain't going to make it. I'll tell you that.
I will die alone before I make a move.
Yeah, just so if you're watching this and you have to make the move.
If you have some tips, please leave them down below.
How to flirt. But, yeah. What else do we have for this week? We want to do a Valentine's, so we can dress up, go out.
It's going to be fun.
Yes. How are you feeling now that we've been shooting for, 10 minutes maybe?
Almost 20.
No way. Yes. You're lying.
No, it says 17.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. That's how it always is. Like, first, we're just so anxious. And once we start, we're like, this is easy. But it does feel more more serious than, being on the beanbags, just talking.
Yes. And it's going to change. It's not going to, eventually we still have some ideas, but that's what life is. We're not a tree. We're going to change. We're going to grow. We're going to evolve. And we don't have to stay in the same position. Like, you might see us sitting here next week. Yeah. We're still working out what works best. I don't even know who to look at. Hey. And if you have any tips on edit, or somebody that knows how to edit and that's their thing, please send them our way or her, because I think that would be very helpful for us. Wait, let's have a little.
I'm like, I've been chugging.
No, you haven't. Okay, we're going to do a little cheers for the first 15 minutes. That sounded so crisp. So I asked on Instagram if there was any topics that anybody wanted to hear about, and I did get one that was about just work-life balance. And honestly, I'm still trying to figure that out myself. But I think what I've been asking myself lately is, why do I do the things that I do, right? Why do I say yes to this? Why did I say yes to that? And I think I'm getting clear on the things that actually energize me and make me happy is where I need to focus on. Because some things are just filler things. Like, oh, I had that available as a slot on my calendar. Let me go do that with somebody, or let me do this. So this week I'm going to practice this, because I think it is important to have that work-life balance. Because if I don't, then I'm going to be tired to do the things I love, like this. Yes. But today I feel great. I feel so good.
I feel like my thing with work-life balance was, like, I work like let's say 9 to 5, which that's not the time. But also I feel like when I get off work, I need to prioritize, like you said, things that I want to build and stuff like that. But then at the same time, it's like, well, I'm too tired. Like, I just want to lay on the couch, So you kind of have to try to balance that and make sacrifices sometimes. Sometimes what you're doing is paying the bills, but do you want to just do that forever? No. So on your off time, you have to, like, kind of invest and, build on to what you want to do actually in life.
Technically live.
Yes.
We have to work, because right now some of us have to work because we have
to survive.
And that's a lot of us, honestly. And it's recognizing, okay, this is what I do to get me through, right? But what am I doing to live, to feel excited to do something? What's the things that excite me?
Yeah.
And I was coaching a girl, and she was telling me that, and I got her to write down every time she did something that made her excited or happy, write it on her notes. So next time she was wondering, what do I need right now? Let me go through my notes and see what made me excited. So maybe that's something we can do.
Yeah.
I know for me, last week I ran outside, and it felt so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's something good that happened this past week. I ran outside, and it just felt so refreshing to be out in nature and run, and that's it,
And I feel a lot of things before you do it is kind of like a drag, but once you get the momentum in doing it, it feels so good. Like, you never regret a workout. You never regret going for a run or doing things that you enjoy.
And if you can go out to the bar until 2 a.m. and be good to go, then maybe use that time to do something that, we make time for those things. Staying up till 2 a.m. is making time. I will say that. The times that I've stayed out till 2 a.m., it's like I'm making time for that, knowing I'm losing sleep for the next day. So you're technically sacrificing your sleep.
Yeah.
Then why don't we do it for something that we enjoy?
It's all about, changing your habits. Because me, I like to scroll on TikTok. And I don't know if I just need to delete the whole thing for a while, but it really, is this cheap form of dopamine where, and the colors and the sounds, they know how to hook us. They know how to hook us in there to keep scrolling, and that's what they're paid to do, to do that, to have our attention. That's the currency of it. And yeah, that's something that I'm like, okay, if I can make time to be on TikTok, I can make time to do things that I enjoy, go for a walk. I enjoy thrifting, like I said. And I know, like, when I'm doing the things that I enjoy, that I'm a happier person.
Yes. And I think it's also maybe not completely cutting off certain things, but knowing how to pair two things. So let's say you're at the gym. Let me get on TikTok while I'm walking. While I'm, like, you know, that's one thing that I've tried to, like, if I want to scroll on TikTok for a while, I'm like, okay, let me go walk for 30 minutes on the treadmill, and I can do it there. But it's just about, you know, we're learning. We're aware of where we need to.
Yeah, I think that's the point, is being aware.
Being aware. And I feel that once you have that awareness, it's easier to just, sometimes we are too aware, though.
I think I'm too aware.
Me too, hyper aware.
You kind of get stuck, like, to me, it can freeze me to be like, oh, I have so much that I need to fix, and I feel paralyzed in it. Like, well, I don't want to do nothing at all, you know, because I just feel paralyzed. But it's like just a little bit at a time, you know. There was this app, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like where it locks you out of your social medias, and you can't get on it like until your time's set. So I was like, maybe I need to do that, like just try different things, because we need to be productive, but also enjoy everything that we're doing.
And I feel that us, like, starting the podcast has made me more aware of, yes, it takes work to get here and sit here and set up these cameras and do this, but oh my gosh, that feeling of sitting here feels so good that it's okay. Like, that was nothing, and it was worth it to get here.
And I realized I used to be somebody who, like, you know how you see people on social media and you're like, oh, they have this life, but we don't see the behind the scenes, because us getting up and loading an episode, like, there's thing after thing. The Spotify password's wrong, you have to contact them, like, you have to do this. Like, there's so many little things that people don't see, and then they think it's just easy, but it's not.
It's not. I know I've seen content creators get comments saying, oh, wow, it's so hard to just wake up and shoot content all day. But it is.
It is.
I can see that being hard. And sometimes if that is your only job, then maybe, you know, but it is still hard to do that.
Yeah.
To learn the ropes of how to get a freaking memory card and then saving everything. And I'm nervous about editing this one for us.
But we'll figure it out. But I used to think that too with, like, YouTubers. I would be like, they just have all this money, and that was me projecting, because I wanted to be like that. But it's a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of things you have to learn, like digitally, media, like all these things.
Yeah, and I think that the good thing about that is that everything has a solution. Hey, if we don't know how to do it, we'll find someone that can help us. We'll look it up on YouTube. We'll look it up on Google. Whatever it is that we need to do, there's a solution. We just have to want it enough to find the solution. That's with everything that we want in life.
I feel like it's like a test. Like, do you want it bad enough to, like, find the solution? Because a lot of times I would be like, it's not worth it. Like, and if you know you really want it when you're just like, I'm going to find a solution because it's out there.
Yeah, I remember on our first episode, you were having issues with getting everything done, and you were frustrated, but you were the one doing it, so I didn't realize how frustrating it could be. Now I do, but I remember thinking, because you were wanting it to be uploaded, and I remember thinking, dang, let's figure it out, because we really want this. It doesn't, if we don't know how to do it, well, we're going to figure it out, because we could have said, all right, well, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't meant for us right now. But no, I was like, this is how bad we want it, because we're going to figure it out.
Yeah. We're willing to refilm, like, So, and that's how I feel like we're aligned with our passions and purpose in a way.
And we're thankful for people who see, like, the vision that we have, and being here and being given this opportunity to have access to this mic, to this
Let's
headphone.
get into that, how that happened.
Tell us, Jelly, how that happened.
So, we uploaded our first episode, and I got a DM, and somebody was like, y'all should come record, like, I have all the equipment. And I was just like...
We're like, sketchy.
I was just like, this is too good to be true, And I asked Jackie, and I was like, do you want to go meet up and talk about it? And we did. And now we're here with all this fancy equipment. But that's what we were saying, take the steps, because things align, people, you attract people. And
why are we not worthy of it, right?
Yeah.
I think we were kind of wondering, is this real? Like, why us? Why us? But why not?
Yeah.
Why not us? And it was kind of our, what is it called when what is that word? Imposter syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
It was our imposter syndrome of saying, why us? This is like, and if we told people and they're like, that sounds sketchy.
Yes. Yeah. Like, what do they want?
Yeah. Like, make it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
but after meeting the first time, we realized that it was genuine and that we didn't have to explain.
Just here to help.
Yep. Here to teach us. And they see the vision, and we're very thankful for that.
And I think that happens, like, people will start, because the old me, I would be like, you're right, like, I'm not going to do it. Like, it's, you can block your blessings from, like, other people's input. But, we were smart about it. We came together, and
we didn't have any, like, weapons with us, but we came together at 8:00 on a Friday night.
But it was legit, and I'm pretty good about reading vibes, and I felt comfortable, and like this person, what was his name again? Producer man, and he's been so helpful, and there's a lot of more opportunities that we have, like if we want to have merch, if we want to have pictures, like it's all here.
Yeah,
and it does sound too good to be true, but I'm just like, God, that's all God.
And you know what? I've been journaling the saying, I don't chase, I attract. So in one way, somehow we attracted this, and yeah, why not, right? And we'll see how it goes. And if y'all could see what's going on right now, you would be shook.
Yeah,
you would be so shook. But we're shook, honestly.
I'm very shook. Like, it doesn't feel real yet.
It doesn't feel. Is this real? Are we dreaming? Are we dreaming right now?
We're having a lucid dream.
But you know what? It all came from us believing in ourselves the first time, making this video, and making our first video.
It took one video.
And we were vulnerable. You one video.
Yeah, vulnerable, just being ourselves, And I think that translates. Like, people can see that. I can tell when people are being fake or not.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
So I think that translates, and we've gotten love from people, and I don't think they realize like how much it means, because even though we post about this and overcoming our fears, we're still fearful. Like, that doesn't go away, and when you're growing, you're always going to be scared to grow, but you got to learn how to be uncomfortable and just go through it.
Yes, and I am feeling like I want to keep feeling uncomfortable. It feels good. It's like a adrenaline rush that I haven't felt in a very long time, and it just feels good.
It feels good to do hard things.
Yes, and to see that us taking that step is paying off. And it could be for anything. So if you're scared to take that first step, you never know. It could be that one thing that you do that helps you out in some way. Or
it could be a year from now we had this opportunity. We would still be figuring it out. But I don't know. We're excited for what's to come.
We're so excited. And I just feel so happy. Like, I think I'm going to cry right now.
Don't make me cry because I'll cry.
No, because it's like, if you guys could see, like, how many times we talked about this. Oh my gosh, am I crying? It was the wine.
You gotta make me cry.
If you guys could see, like, how many times we talked about this, and we talked about it, and we had meetings, and then for us to even do it, I'm so proud of us. And then for people to acknowledge us and say, thank you for this. And we said, hey, we'll do it for us. Yeah. If anything, we're doing it for ourselves, Yeah. And to have people just, like, even one message, like, I don't care how, like, whatever, if someone shows, like, even following our Instagram or doing one, it makes me feel so thankful and so grateful. And, we've been receiving some messages, and literally, I don't think anyone understands how much that means to us.
They don't.
Yeah,
but it means a lot, because it's scary to me.
It is scary. We even have to practice. So we've had people like come up. Like,
oh yeah, we've had people notice us.
Yeah. So last week we went out to eat in Greensboro at a restaurant for the first time together ever, and the owner was like, hey, y'all make the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Or you're Jackie and y'all are on the podcast. And
we were like,
and we get awkward. We got to practice that. We got to role play what we're going to say. And then the other day I was at restaurant in Asheboro, and this girl, I've never seen her, you know, and she's watching. So thank you so much. And I mean, you know, she said, hey, I love the podcast. Keep doing it. And she walked away. It was like a little angel that came in my life, and she just flew away. And I'm like, did that happen? And I think I might have been awkward about it because
it's new to us. Like, we don't know what to say or like, and especially, I feel like you're good at talking to people. Like, you just have that natural charisma of talking to, and I feel like I'm so awkward. I'm just like,
but I think it comes with, it'll be practice. Like, once we get more like a hang of just even talking right here we were talking about how we say like and a lot. We're gonna work on that.
I want to be a woman who's like impeccable with my words and just everything that comes out of my mouth.
Like Kim Kardashian.
I'm in control. Yes,
I love how she talks. But yeah, so we are very grateful, and we're learning, and we are thankful for people who are on this with us now, that we're still like figuring it out, and for our producer man. Imagine he's outside the door like listening to us right now. But yeah, it's exciting, and cheers.
Cheers again.
Cheers again. We're just going to keep cheering. We're going to be here all night. You're going to see the sun come down. All right. Anything else that we had? Jelly, any advice you could give to anyone right now?
On what?
Anything that comes to mind?
I think to me, what sticks with me is like, just stop sleeping on yourself and stop being your biggest holdback in life. Because I was for so long, I don't understand. Like, sometimes it takes like listening to podcasts that help you, that doing like shadow work and just realizing, you know, that you're in your own way. That's what it took for me, and like years of it, because it's been a couple years where I got into it, and it does help. And there would be times where I would be like, kind of feel stuck still, but eventually, like, if you keep putting in the work to learn yourself, learn other people, how to interact, all these things, then it'll be worth it. Like, you'll start making moves.
And I feel like, you know, when you're sleeping on yourself, because you have it in the back of your mind, and you're constantly frustrated with yourself, because you know you're meant for more. You're just, so, you know, if you're sleeping on yourself, you know it. It's okay. It's you know, don't beat yourself up about it, but do something. You know, and I was gonna say that, just do it. Like, whatever it is you want to do, just do it. And sometimes it's better not to even ask anyone about it. Just do it. Like, you know, I think that's.
And a lot of times we'll make excuses to why we can't do it. Or that was the thing he was saying in the seminar. Like, there's people who like want to lose weight, and he'll be like, well, do this. I tried everything. Like, I can't, you know, like, people make excuses for everything in life. And it's true. Like, we have this right here that has a lot of answers for us. Use it. Like, don't be scrolling all the time. Look up how to start your business, or like, there's so much information in our phones, and we take it for granted sometimes.
I agree. And I think that once you decide to do things, nothing will stop you from doing that thing. And this is for example, my dad, he lost like 25 pounds in this month.
That's so good.
And he's been wanting to lose weight, right? He's like, I've been wanting to, he'll get like diet pills, this and that. But finally, I don't know what switched. It was just, he stopped drinking. He drinks. He's a drinker. He likes beer.
I think I would too if I owned a bar, though.
Yes, it's hard. And now when I see him and I see the way he just became a new person, and I don't hang on to his old identity, because this is who he is now. And it's so funny, because for his birthday, it was the day after mine, my mom made a cake, right? He says, I don't eat cake. Like, he just changed his whole identity. And I love to see it, because that's what it is. Once you change and you decide to change, you have to change that about you. He says he doesn't drink. He doesn't like eat cake. He doesn't eat, he eats fruit. So for his birthday, my mom made him a cake and she got a bowl of fruit and we put candles on the fruit.
Aww.
It just to make, you know, and you need people to support you throughout this journey. I think the first week we forgot that he was on this and we didn't know how it was going to go.
Yeah.
So my sister would come out with food because we all share food there. Like literally we eat off each other's plate. And my sister comes out. She's like, hey, oh my God, try this food I just made. And my dad is like looking at it and Carla, get your ass back in the kitchen. He doesn't eat that. He just said, I don't eat that. And we just have to like.
Yeah, it's going to take other people getting used to too.
But you can always reinvent yourself whenever you decide to do it. And I seriously like admire him so much because this started in January 1st.
Yeah.
And if you know him, he likes to drink. He likes to drink. And he started going to the gym last week. He has a photo that he uses as inspo for how he looked.
That's good.
How he looked like 2 months ago. And and he's like, look at me right there. Who is that? You know, but I think it takes, you know, you believing like it almost takes you getting tired of your own shit.
It
right?
really does. Live a good life because we have one life to live here on earth. So,
And I think sometimes we forget that. Like, there's one thing that's promised. I think you told me. Who told me this? You did. And it's that death that we all die. And why not make the best out of this life that we don't know how long we have? And I feel like I've been more, like my mind's been a lot on that. Like I know, and I whenever I'm with my family and I look at everyone, I literally get emotional because I know one day one of us is not, why am I crying? Okay, I'm done with you.
No, I'll do that. Like I'll mourn people who are here.
Yes.
Like, and I'm just like, God, please, like. But that's a part of life, and I'm blessed that I haven't had to do that yet. But I do get very, like, if I let myself, like, oh, you know, and it's not good to think too far in that. Like, we can't control everything. We really can't control anything, but you can take steps to, like, live a better life and enjoy the time you do have with people.
Yeah, and share with people. Be open and vocal about how you feel. I think that's one thing that I'm learning to do more with people is just telling them I love them and kissing them and hugging them and just showing my appreciation for people now. That maybe back then I wasn't the best at showing it, but now I try to be more, like, I try to show it a little bit more, like that that I love you.
Have to. Like, if I have something, because I have good thoughts about people all the time, like, oh, she's so pretty, whatever. I never tell them. But now I'm like, I need to start speaking it because when people say things to me, it makes me feel so good. Like, just being acknowledged. And, yeah, I'm somebody who is so hard for me to be like I can't remember the last time I hugged my sister. It's been years probably. Like, we're just so, and that's something I'm working on.
Yes.
There's, like, the different attachment styles or whatever, and I'm very avoidant or, like, don't touch me. But it's good. Like, I want to hug people and, like, make them feel good and say things that make them feel good.
Yeah, and I think it's something we can always work on. Like, you know, it's not, like, we could always, hey, you want to be a hugger tomorrow. They're going to be like, oh. But I remember, I'm a hugger, so I have a friend who hates hugs. And I'd be like, I don't care. I'm hugging you. And then after that, she hugged me one time first, and I'm like, that was weird. Like, why are you, you know, but I loved it. And it's just, you know, just showing your appreciation. So if anything, tell somebody right now how much you appreciate them. Tell them you love them. And it might feel uncomfortable. You know, I know that it can be uncomfortable, but the more you do it, the more naturally it comes out of you.
And I wanted people to remember me as, like, a warm person who, like, you know, because I was thinking about that, like, when I die, how do I want people to remember me? And I'm like, I want to be known as, like, but it's so hard for me just from, I don't know if it's childhood things of just, because I feel like everything plays into that, but I don't know, hugs are weird for me, but my son loves hugs, so that helps, because I have to hug him. I can't tell him no. Literally, I would hug him like 30 times a day when he was little. He was like, can I have a hug? Like, all day.
And you're like, okay, dude.
Yeah, I would be like.
That reminds me, when my nephew was small, he would love kissing us, like me and my sister. And he would give you them wet kisses, like, you know, them wet kisses. So we would be like, go kiss my sister, go kiss her. Like, we would, but it's because he would wet our face. But now I'm like, oh, I wish he would do that now.
Yeah.
You know, you appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I wish he would give me a kiss on the cheek or something, but it's just a part of life. But yeah, I think you get better at it, and you show your love through other ways sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, it might
There's
not
different
always
love languages.
it might not always be physical touch, but you show it in the way that you are loyal and you love and you respect people. And that goes, I'd rather that than a fake hug.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? But yeah, so today, tell somebody you love them, you appreciate them, and tell us how that feels to you. It feels so good, you know? And if they don't respond, it's okay.
Yeah. Because you never know. Like, you never know in this life. So, yeah, make people feel good.
Yes. And I am grateful to be here right now. I'm going to make you uncomfortable.
Oh, God.
I love you. Say it back. I'm making Say it back. Say that you love me back. I do this to people all the time.
No, I'm gonna make you uncomfortable.
Look me in my eyes.
No, I do love you, Jackie. You inspire me a lot. Like, I'm gonna cry.
We're not drinking on the podcast anymore.
No, you really do. You have such good energy. Like, working at the bar, I feel like you carry this energy of, like, I don't know. Everybody wants to talk to you. Like, you have good energy, and you're a good person, and you're willing to grow, which.
Okay, we're done drinking. Cut the cameras.
And yeah, I love that about you.
No, well, I love you, and I love that you are yourself, and you are just, you know, take me as I come, and you're just the sweetest thing. Like, you are just like a sunshine, and I think that I'm so glad you're doing this because I want people to see that. Get out from behind the scenes, honey. People want to see you, and they want to know what you have to say. So I'm glad you're doing this. I'm proud of you for doing this because I know that it's been hard to step out of that comfort zone, but people want to hear what you have to say. Trust me. My sister was telling me the other day that she was listening to the podcast, and she said, oh my gosh, Jelly gives the best advice, and she knows how to speak so well. What was she trying to say about me? But you do, and I think I love that people get to see this side of you because I feel special because I got to see this side of you. But I want everybody, I mean, I guess I'll share you to the world, but people deserve to see this side of you.
Yeah, and I think with each episode, I'll open up more because I feel like I'm still a little, like, I don't know. I do feel comfortable, but I'll be more comfortable, you know, to just be 100% myself.
And the story she tells me, you guys, I'm like, can you tell so she has a lot of stories, but we'll just have to.
Yeah, we'll do that for another episode.
Let those out. Anything you want to say to Producer Man?
Producer Man, thank you so much for this opportunity. It means so much to us. And what else do you say?
And thank you. And thank you for helping us set this up because
so much help. Like, it feels too good to be true. But, you know, we can't look at life like that.
Yes. And you have an awesome spot. And so the spot that we're at, it is like a studio where you can do photos and you can do photo shoots, podcasts, you know, and eventually we'll share more about it in the future. But he has a great spot, and the photos that are taken here.
Oh yeah.
Oh my! One day we'll do our shoot here.
Yes.
But it's a beautiful place, and we're lucky to be here.
I mean, I think eventually we'll make it more cozy with a couch, you know, more chill vibes. But we're just keeping an eye out for those things to make it how we want it. But this is good for now.
Yes, and we'll see how it looks once we put this on the computer. But yeah, this is good, and we're just grateful, and we appreciate you guys for following along on this journey because it's a journey. I can't believe it hasn't even been 1 month.
I know.
Is that not the crazy?
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
It has not even been 1 month. This is our 4th episode.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but we hope you appreciate this episode because we were now this one was all over the place. No, let's close out. Okay.
So thank you guys for watching this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. We were a little everywhere today, but we just wanted to sit back and just speak what's on our mind and not have a specific topic. But I think we'll start incorporating some fun episodes too, just so we do want to do personal development things, but a little bit of everything. whether it be stories or whatever we feel like saying. So, yeah, we hope you enjoyed, and
we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
We love you. Say it.
I love y'all, guys. I love y'all. See, I can't even say it.
Bye.